everybody. I'm Terry, and welcome to Finding Joy After 50. I welcome you to join me in a weekly video where we'll talk about finding joy in, I guess, the women's life, probably mostly for women, after age 50. And the things I hope to explore on this channel are things that sometimes get in the way of our joy and how we can get around them to experience joy. I might recommend a book. I might recommend some new clothing. I have recently had some health issues. I've also recently gone on a GLP-1 and lost 136 pounds to date. So I'll be exploring weight loss on a GLP-1 as well as through normal diet, calorie deficit, and exercise. I'll take you through that journey with me as well, but I don't want this channel to be all about weight loss because I still have a long way to go. So although I'm down 136 pounds, I still have about another 60 to 70 to go, depending upon how I feel when I get there. But you know, at this time in our lives, a lot of us are navigating a world that we didn't know we would have to navigate. Things like our children growing up, going away to school, or getting married and having babies. And how do we navigate all of that as a parent, as a mother? I'm a single parent, so it's a little challenging sometimes to know how to work that with the other family in mind, the other half of the family in mind. Sometimes, you know, the children don't do as well now that they're grown adults. How do we communicate with them? The other thing is maybe, you know, you are spending a lot of time alone. Maybe you're dating, maybe you're not dating if you're a single parent. I was a single parent for, I think, 27 years, and now I'm a single person of an adult man who, you know, is learning to navigate his own life. So I find sometimes I turn to him for advice and help. And so that's kind of a new territory as well. Along the line so far of trying to find myself after 50, did I say? I'm 59 now. So I'm well into my 50s, almost into my 60s. So learning right now how to navigate going into my 60s is really a whole different ballgame. And you know, if you're over 50, you might find some interesting content in this channel. In some cases, you might be 20 or 30, and you know, I didn't do a lot of things right when I was in my 20s and 30s. So I'm learning how to do things differently now. Eating, exercise, health. Sometimes we get derailed in life and that changes things. So if you're 20 and 30s, maybe you'll find something helpful or interesting on this channel as well. So I invite you to come along. I just am kind of been following a lot of content creators and have kind of made my hobby following people on their lives in YouTube, and I've actually found it extremely helpful. Even from just researching things or going to, you know, a vacation, you know, researching about the area that I'm going into. I found walking tours and fun tours about cruises. And as I progress in this channel, I'll recommend some of my most favorite YouTubers that I follow, and I've just fallen in love with them and look forward to their content every week. So I'll be sharing that as well. A lot of these content creators are in their late 20s and 30s. When my son recently moved to New York for work, and when he moved, I started researching New York, mostly just to kind of see where he would be and understand the climate, the housing climate there. It's so expensive, and the weather climate as well. So, you know, trying to see what he would need in the way of, you know, Christmas gifts for clothes or whatever I could maybe help with while he was kind of taking this part of his life, this adventure for himself. So I did go to a trip in New York to see him recently, and that was really fun. And I did a lot of research online through YouTube and learned a lot. So, you know, I found some young women that are learning how to live alone in New York. And I really realized there's a lot of us single women out there of all ages learning how to live differently and on our own. Sometimes having some dating life, sometimes not, sometimes having a partner, sometimes not. It's a very different world over 50. But it's fun to follow some of the younger content creators because I learn a lot about that age group, but also things that maybe I didn't do right, maybe I can do right. They've had a lot of the ones I've seen lately have moved, and so they're doing organization videos and packing videos, and boy, watching those just motivates me to go clean out my closet or, you know, go and organize my cabinet. So it does stick in your brain, and if it's something you enjoy watching, I truly watch every week. So I'll recommend some of those YouTubers, and hopefully you can come along with me and share that with me as well. Anyway, I just wanted to make a brief first video and let you know that we will be talking about weight loss on GLP-1s. We will also be talking about finding joy in the little things, staying home, in our pets, in our books, in our movies, in our social events, or alone social events. New things that, you know, clothing that you can, an adventure all on its own after you've lost 136 pounds or even 20 pounds when your clothes don't fit right. So that's something new that we'll be looking at as well over the course of time in this channel. So I hope you come along with me and look for my next video. And I just want to welcome you to Finding Joy Over 50. And thank you for being here, and have a beautiful day.